So this is the special girl, Ricky. I'm gonna show you guys her leg in a second. We wanna just make it easier on her. There might be flying birds throughout this video. I have all 3 cockatoos out. This is a learning process. Believe it or not, there's not a whole lot of information online on how to set up cages for disabled parrots. It's a little funky, so we're definitely gonna get that checked out by the vet. Welcome back to the channel. We got 3 new birds into the rescue this week. 2 of them we're gonna introduce in another video, but today we're gonna focus on a handicapped bird that we got in. Her name is Ricky. She's a 26-year-old Amazon parrot, and she has 1 leg. Now this girl, she has quite the story, so we're gonna go into that, and hopefully today we're gonna be able to successfully set up a handicap enclosure for her. Ricky was an owner's surrender. Without getting into too much detail, her parents loved her very much. They had her for over 25 years, and unfortunately, new neighbors moved in, gave them a really hard time, and the complex they were living in made them get rid of their bird, which is very sad. So this is Ricky behind me. Hello, Ricky. Now, Ricky was unfortunately attacked by a cat years ago, and she had to have her leg amputated. So she gets around okay, and as you can see, they did a great job trying to accommodate her. They really did. She has these ropes here, little soft, little nesting material, and the cage is huge. It's like 6 feet tall, but the problem with tall cages, there's always the risk of falling. And also, I'm pretty sure she has arthritis in the 1 leg and foot she does have. So we just want to offer her more space because she really only has about 1.5 to 2.5 feet. So we want to give her something lower to the ground with more floor space and different perches and textures just to kind of help. Chloe's behind you, just to kind of help her foot. Chloe wanted to say hi. Her wings are also clipped, so it's unfortunate, you know, because she can't fly, and then she also can't really get around well. That's Jellybean in the background. She also came in on an all sunflower seed and peanut diet, which is not ideal. So we have been offering her the Bird Trick seasonal feeding system, which all my parrots eat, and she's actually eating it. So sometimes it can be very difficult to get birds off of sunflower seeds. It's like letting your child eat McDonald's for their entire life and then forcing them to eat salad just like that. It could be difficult, you know, because sunflower seeds or McDonald's taste good. So yeah, but she's doing pretty well, and we're gonna go set up her enclosure. So in this case, we actually opted for a dog crate, which you could see here. So this is gonna give her more floor space, and it's not as high. This would not be appropriate for a normal bird. I mean, you shouldn't keep parrots in dog crates, obviously, but this is a special case where she quite literally has 1 leg, so we wanna just make it easier on her. There might be flying birds throughout this video. I have all 3 cockatoos out, and they're just kind of rummaging around, so it might get a little bit chaotic. But my vision is having this dog crate. I got some soft blankets for her. I got some rope, and this is like a softer rope than the one she's on. So I'm gonna weave it somehow. I'm not really sure yet. We're gonna have to play with it. This is a learning process. Believe it or not, there's not a whole lot of information online on how to set up cages for disabled parrots, especially ones with 1 leg. I don't know how common that is. I've seen birds with like 1 wing or, you know, arthritis, but I haven't seen a whole lot of like 1-legged parrots. It was only like one channel that I could find that had special needs enclosures for special needs parrots. So I kind of loosely based off what I'm doing on those videos. I got this little like ladder. I got some soft covers for the ladder. I also got a few different like platforms. So we're just gonna play around with it and see how it goes. So another reason that we opted for the dog crate is because I was looking into like flight cages for birds, which are longer instead of higher. And they're more meant for like smaller birds like finches and parakeets. So her body, this is an Amazon, it's a larger parrot. Her body physically did not fit through the door, which is why I think the dog crate is gonna be the best bet for her.
So it came with this, what I believe to be a divider, and we have put it on the lowest level, you think? Or the second?
Let's put on the second, because I have this little ladder, and maybe we can put her little like nest box up there.
You're gonna push in that side?
Yeah.
So we like how the cage that she came in, her original owners put rope across for her to move around on. And so we have this rope that we're gonna use in here. This is a little bit softer for her, and we think that's gonna help her out some. Now, birds that are kept on the same exact kind of perch their entire life can be prone to arthritis. It's good to give them a variety of things to be able to walk around on, and especially if you've only got one leg, and it might seem like she already has some arthritis, so we do want to try to give her this and set it up and give her multiple different things to be able to walk on.
So the way they had it, it was like this, and it's almost like she could use her beak to kind of climb, because this might be a little high, so hopefully having this in like the middle will help her. Or just snake it through and put it through the whole cage. So we haven't even had her for a week yet. We've been busy. Our vet has also been pretty busy. So we're gonna try to get her in early this week. So either Monday or Tuesday, we're gonna get her in and have that other foot checked out. I just think she has some arthritis. Hopefully it's nothing that causes her too much pain or discomfort, but sometimes when she walks, her foot is like this. So instead of like grabbing, it's kind of closed. It's pretty perfect actually, because we have this little ramp for her, and then we'll put that like this, we'll zip tie it, because again, we don't want her to fall. And maybe she'll be able to use this. If not, she can climb up this side, and I'm thinking that this still gives her an option to be higher up, and then if she wants to hang out below, kind of like a little hide, she can do that as well, just so she feels, you know, safe and secure. Again, just like playing around with some different ideas. This is the ladder I have, because we want to make it soft for her, you know, we want her to be able to rest. Birds, when they rest, they'll put one leg up, you know, but she doesn't really have a choice. I'm sure that leg gets tired, so she kind of just like sleeps on her face. So we want to offer her, you know, soft things, and then again, just tying the rope to maybe give her some more leverage. And we'll have to see. It's going to be a learning experience for her too. I mean, this is all going to be very new to her, and she's going to have to learn and figure it out as well. So one thing that I am thinking of though is her food dishes. So when birds eat, they'll grab the food, you know, they'll grab it with their beak and they'll hold it in their foot and bring it up to their mouths. She can't do that obviously. So when she holds on, her entire body has to go down, and I'm sure that puts strain on her back and her neck over time. These birds can live 70, 80 years, and she's only 26. So that's a long time to go with one leg and constantly bending over. So we're gonna see if we can maybe figure out a way to like elevate her bowls. We're gonna see. We also got a couple of like fleece blankets from the pet store. It's really important, I mean, for any animal that you're using, animal safe like material, because I've known people that have lost birds and sugar gliders in blankets when the string comes unraveled, it wraps around their feet, their throat. So pet safe, very important. She's also not a chewer, which is really good, but my idea is to kind of like put this up here to offer some padding. And then over it, I will put some paper towel. Yes, or not paper towel, newspaper. Yes, she's probably gonna poop on it, but she's already doing that with her like rope perch in her previous, or her old cage. That's kind of just what happens with handicapped birds. So we're gonna be very consistent about changing it. But I think this will be pretty good for her, and this kind of offers like a little area down there for her to kind of hide as well. And we'll put maybe this like wood corner there so she can rest if she wants it, and then the nest that kind of came with her old cage. I haven't seen her use it yet, but we'll keep it in there for her just so it's something familiar. So this is kind of what we have going on right now. You know, we have the second level with the ladder. We have the wood, what is that? Like a wood
shelf?
Shelf, yes, thank you. Wood shelf that she can kind of rest her head on. And then we have the fleece blanket with the paper towel, and honestly, that's pretty cushioned. That definitely offers some support. And then we're gonna hang some toys. I don't know if she plays with toys. She only has one in there. Doesn't really look like she's using it, but these are from Bird Tricks, and all my other parrots love them. They're all natural. They're like handmade, totally safe. So basically like organic toys. So we're gonna give her a few, and then we're gonna finish this cage up. This is this special girl, Ricky. I'm gonna show you guys her leg in a second, but I have her in this little, is Cupid eating the couch? I have her in this little blanket just because she is not very level. She's very wobbly, so she likes it when you support the other side of her body. Originally, we were told that she prefers not to be pet or touched or held, but she's definitely coming around. I mean, she's a little nervous, but she hasn't bitten us. It's not like she's screaming. Like, she's very receptive. I hung out with her outside the other day and was like scratching her head, and she was even fluffing up a little. So I think this bird has a lot of potential, and I think she's gonna be a great friend for somebody as long as they're willing to accommodate her needs. Chris and I already talked about it. If we can't find somebody for this bird, we have no problem with her staying with us. But we actually have had quite a few people interested. We just have to see if they are prepared for a life full of potential like medications to help with arthritis and vet visits and cleaning the cage very frequently. But this is kind of what we have going on for her right now. Let's see if I can show you her little foot. Can you show everyone? So this is her one leg, her one foot. It's okay. So as you can see, the nails are a little wonky, that the foot, oh no, it's okay. I don't know if that hurts her, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Her ankle even looks a little weird to me. Obviously I'm not a vet, but it just looks a little funky. So we're definitely gonna get that checked out by the vet. But should we put her in and see what she thinks? Okay, sweet girl. Want to try going in? What do you think? Try going in. So that's usually how she walks around. Just uses her wing, you know. What do you think, sweet girl? We will adjust as we learn what works for her and what doesn't work for her. But this gives her more space and hopefully it helps her. In the next few days, as time goes on, I think we're gonna learn a lot of what works and what doesn't work. She's gonna have to learn and figure out, you know, that she can use her beak to pull herself up. She's gonna have to learn the different layout and just, you know, how to navigate. If we have to, we are gonna readjust it. If we need to move the ladder, we can. If we need to add things, take things out, we will do so. With this, I think this is good because her foot goes like kind of in between and it just offers some cushion because I don't want to have her constantly grabbing with her foot. It doesn't really work anyway. So if she's having trouble with that, we can always remove it, see how she does on just the grate, or we can add that big rope back kind of just like over it so she can still grab onto it. I'm just trying to take as much pressure off as I can of that foot. Obviously, we're gonna take her to the vet and see what he thinks about this enclosure and if there's anything we can improve. If you guys have any ideas, if you've ever had to deal with a parrot that has one leg and you have any ideas for us or tips, please let us know because there's, like I said in the beginning, not a whole lot of information on cases like this. I had one person tell me that they forever ago were dealing with a bird with one leg and they used crutches, like part of the crutches kind of as like a padded perch. So maybe that's an option, but we're just trying to get creative because in situations like this you have to be. And I just can't tell you how much joy it brings me to have a bird that has been eating sunflower seeds its entire life just immediately take to the seasonal feeding system, because parrot nutrition is something that I take very seriously, and I feel like there's a lot of like misinformation and just, you know, people not necessarily always doing their research and thinking that sunflower seeds is like a staple diet for a parrot, which it's not. So it just makes me so happy, and I hope that we can really elevate this girl's life because she had a great life before. Her parents loved her, but I think she just needs a little more help, and we're gonna help get her there. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed our video on setting up this handicap enclosure for Ricky the Amazon parrot. Make sure you leave a comment. Let us know what you think about her, all the birds, the cage, if you have any tips for us. We're gonna have a new video coming out very soon on the 2 other birds that we got into the rescue and setting up beautiful new cages for them. So make sure you check that out, and we will see you guys on the next episode.